Steve Holloway. I grew up on a cattle ranch outside Ellsworth, Nebraska. I was in the Army for 15 years and was injured in Iraq. I got hit by a sniper there. I'm here with U.S. Warriors Outdoors doing an elk hunt. This is the first time I've ever been elk hunting, and I'm really stoked to be here.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Gene.
Nice to see you, buddy. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Welcome to elk camp.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks good.
We're going to have a great weekend.
We are going to have a great weekend.
All right. Steve.
Hey Gene, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good.
And so here we are, we're at elk camp. It's cold, it's cloudy. Perfect situation, the elk are bugling for us. So Steve, how was your drive? You guys came all the way from Florida to Colorado.
About 33 hours.
You guys are dedicated hunters, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, awesome, man. Hey, great to see you.
I grew up on a cattle ranch in Nebraska, and I grew up doing a lot of shooting, a lot of hunting. We did a lot of bird hunting, deer hunting, coyote hunting, up until the point that I joined the military and was gone quite a bit. And then sporadically here and there throughout my career, I was able to go, but not as dedicated as I was when I was growing up. Well, it makes it a lot more difficult to be able to get out and around, to have the support and the help to be able to go out and actually hunt without being able to use my legs and everything. To be able to do this kind of stuff, it does take quite a bit of support, and that's where places like U.S. Warriors Outdoors come into play.
My name's Ken Holloway. Steve Holloway is my son. We are hunting with U.S. Warriors Outdoors. The way this all came about was that Steve and I used to hunt a lot together when he was younger. That was one of our closest, most important times in our lives together, was our hunting. And Steve eventually went into the military, spent 15 years or so in the military, was ultimately throughout his military career injured in Iraq, and entered a very dark time in his life. It was very hard for him and the family. Wounded vets that are severely wounded go through a dark period. It's very difficult to come back into the real world, get back into their life, to find their life, because it's never going to be the same.
Hey, Chuck. This is my my wounded warrior friend, Steve Holloway.
Steve?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Steve Holloway. This is Chuck Cross, and Chuck is one of the Black Elk Outfitter guides.
Okay.
And they're the organization that set this hunt up for U.S. Warriors Outdoors and for
Awesome.
you.
I haven't been hunting at all since I got injured, and it's been over 6 years now, since I've been injured. And I talked to my dad, and we had talked about going deer hunting this fall and trying to put something together. And my mom had got online and found U.S. Warriors Outdoors, and my dad got in contact with Gene. And that's where everything started, to transpire. And he had mentioned that the possibility on going on an elk hunt, which is something I was really excited about. I've never been elk hunting, always wanted to go. So as soon as my dad approached me with it, I jumped at the idea.
Glad to meet you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you much. When I finally realized I was actually going to be going hunting, there was a lot of emotions involved. I mean, it takes me back to obviously younger days when growing up doing this, and a lot of it was being able to get back out and do something that I hadn't done in years, and after the injury. It's a roller coaster ride after you get injured like this. A lot of time in the hospital. There is a lot of depression. There's a lot of, you've lost something, your whole way of life has changed. And to be able to go back and do something that makes you feel more normal. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Back to something that you used to do and realized you still can do.
Getting into that spot in his van is perfectly accessible. Yesterday, we went in there just to look at the blind and sit there and see what the elk activity was. And the elk were coming right to us.
We're already talking about what hunts and what we're going to plan on doing next year and everything. So it's definitely something I'm going to build on, and it's kind of gives you a little bit of a piece back that you felt like you lost, in life, I guess. Make you feel, like I said, a little bit more normal.
Spicer Mountain off to the right, or the north, is that stony-capped peak. What happens over there is the elk bed at the top of the mountain. They travel down through those aspen forest fingers that you can see that kind of wind their way down through the sagebrush fields. We have a ground blind set up at the bottom in a bunch of hay fields, and that's where the elk come to feed at night. Okay, we're at the blind, guys. It's about 2:45. Let's get you inside. We'll all get set up and wait for some of the elk action to start.
Sounds good. Outstanding.
Good night.
You up front.
It's fine.
All right, yeah, there we go.
So for the last 2 days, we've been seeing the elk cross all across Spicer Mountain, which is in front of us. And what they're doing is they're following all the fingers of aspen stands up and down the mountain, up in the morning to bed, down the mountain at night to feed.
They'll just come out of the trees into a little basin.
Right.
But they don't have that much grass right in here.
No, they got to get down to the meadows.
Grass is down here. And elk don't browse like a deer.
No,
elk are a grass eater. That's why they taste so much.
Exactly. That's what we're going to taste as well. It's about 3:56 on one Monday afternoon, and I'm getting real anxious. So I'm going to throw a bugle out and see if we can get anything to answer us back. If nothing answers us back, it means nothing's out there. And I'm still a good caller. If something answers us back, then I'm an expert caller, right? Let's see what happens. Do you guys hear them? They're screaming their heads off all around us. You can't hear that?
My hearing's not very good.
It's early, but you know it's the full rut, and you never know what's going to happen. So we're going to sit here and be patient. We have about an hour of daylight left. You can see Steve here. He's glassing the hillside in front of us, Spicer Mountain. We hope to see some elk coming out soon. This is really prime time. So we're going to be quiet and ready and see what happens here over the next 60 minutes. Can you see her? Shooter running. Okay, back. She's still coming. She's coming right to us. She's in. Yeah, I know that. I already had her in the sights. Okay. She's on the edge. He's gonna shoot. Wait till she turns. Take a breath. Wait till she turns broadside. Take your time. She's coming right to us. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. I'll set her up for you now. Shoot her straight on. Right, shoots. Okay. Pick her whenever you want. Be patient,
Trying to make real sure that I did not miss. No, I was like, Dad and I were talking and asked me if I could still see through the scope. And I said, I'm pretty sure I can. I just stuck it out, I just went out front.
Okay.
And looked out there and I was like, oh yeah, I said, it's like high noon out there.
Yeah,
It's bright, it's bright. And right then's when you came booking it back and saying there's a cow down there.
And think about this too. We have the wind right in our face.
Oh yeah.
She was down there. If
Couldn't
the wind had been
smell
blowing
nothing.
that way,
Oh,
we
yeah.
probably would have never seen her.
No.
Right? So we had a perfect setup.
It worked out
Mother Nature
great.
cooperated.
Oh yeah.
With the windage and all that. And you made a very nice shot.
Some-
Again, congratulations. That is a fantastic
Thank you.
shot and a great
thanks
hunt.
so much for
You're welcome.
having me out here.
Let's
Awesome.
let's go get that elk.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So first elk hunt,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
We hunted for what, 4 hours?
Yeah, about that, I guess. Something right in there.
And we were patient.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she's
Oh yeah.
no kidding, huh?
All right. Oh yeah.
She's
Yep.
bleeding right in the front.
Yeah.
We are honored to have Steve here and to provide this opportunity for him and for his dad. And congratulations again, Steve.
Thank
we're proud
you.
of you. And
Thanks for having me here.
We're
This has
honored
been
to
awesome.
have you here. Fantastic.
Thanks, Gene, and thank you, U.S. Warriors Outdoors, for an awesome elk hunt, awesome experience with my son.
Wow, what a fantastic weekend of elk hunting here in beautiful Walden, Colorado. Elk bugling all weekend, aspen leaves changing. Steve Holloway, our wounded veteran from Florida, joined us on this hunt along with his father Ken from Nebraska. I'd like to express my gratitude to our partner Cabela's for their continued support, as well as Black Elk Outfitters for providing this quality, safe, private ranch for a great hunting experience. I'd like to help you out too. You can reach me at www.uswarriorsoutdoors.org. I'd like to hear your story and I'd like to help you out.